We're on the brink of something huge, a fundamental shift in how we see the entire universe. For decades, our view has been, well, kind of like looking through a keyhole. But now we're about to throw the doors wide open.
And I know that sounds like a bit of an exaggeration, but let me ask you this. For all our incredible progress, have we really just been looking at the universe through a keyhole? The answer, surprisingly enough, has been a resounding yes.
Think about our most powerful eyes on the sky, right? Telescopes like Hubble and the James Webb. They give us these absolutely breathtaking, super detailed images, but only of these teeny tiny specific patches of the cosmos. The analogy used in the source material is just perfect. It's like trying to see a whole beach by looking through a single drinking straw. Yeah, you get amazing detail of a few grains of sand, but you completely miss the entire landscape.
But that incredibly limited view, it's all about to change. We're entering what you could call the wide-angle revolution, and it's being led by two new giants, NASA's Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope and China's Xuntian telescope. These two are about to give the universe its first true wide-angle lens.
And the sheer scale of this leap is it's astonishing. Seriously, look at this. If Hubble's view is our baseline, let's call it 1x, the Roman telescope is going to see a patch of sky 100 times larger in one go, and Xuntian 300 times larger. This isn't just an upgrade, folks. It's a complete, total change of perspective.
So to go back to that beach analogy for a second, this is the difference between looking through that tiny drinking straw and suddenly being able to see the entire horizon in a single sweep. That right there, that's the game-changing advantage we're talking about. Okay, so how is this even possible? How do you get a 300x improvement? Well, it all comes down to a fundamental shift in strategy, moving away from painstakingly slow tiles to creating instantaneous mosaics.
The old way was just incredibly inefficient. Astronomers would capture these individual tiles of the sky and then spend months, sometimes even years, stitching them all together to make a bigger picture. These new telescopes, they just capture a massive mosaic all at once. They cover a huge area of the sky in a single instant observation. It's a total game changer.
And the technology making this happen is just mind-blowing. While Roman uses a really powerful 18 detector array, Xuntian is rocking a 2500 megapixel camera. To put that into perspective for you, your high-end smartphone might have, a 108 megapixel camera? This is on a completely different level. It's not even the same sport.
So, this brings us to the two main contenders leading this new charge. You've got NASA's Roman and China's Xuntian. And what's cool is they represent two pretty different approaches to achieving the same epic goal.
So both telescopes are aiming for a launch around late 2026. They've got mirrors and image quality that are right up there with Hubble's. But their strategies really start to split in two key areas, where they're going to be and how they'll be maintained. Roman is heading way out to a stable spot in space called the L2 Lagrange point, over 1 million kilometers from us. Xuntian, on the other hand, is staying much, much closer to home.
And that brings us to what the source material calls Xuntian's secret weapon. And honestly, this feature sounds like it was pulled straight out of a science fiction movie. It's the ability to dock for a tune-up.
This is an absolute masterstroke of engineering, for real. Xuntian will fly solo, doing its science far from any vibrations from the nearby space station. But, and this is the genius part, when it needs a battery swapped, a mirror cleaned, or an instrument upgraded, it just cruises over and docks with the Tiangong Space Station. Astronauts can then pop out and perform repairs. This basically gives it a much longer, more flexible lifespan than telescopes that are just too far away to ever reach again.
But why? Why build these incredible, complex machines? This isn't just about making prettier cosmic posters for our walls. These new silicon eyes are designed to help us solve some of the most profound mysteries in all of physics. And right at the very top of that list is something called dark energy. It's one of the most baffling discoveries in modern science. See, we know the universe is expanding, but instead of slowing down from gravity, like you'd expect, its expansion is actually speeding up. The mysterious force causing this, we just call it dark energy. And the truth is, we have almost no idea what it is.
And this is where that wide-angle view becomes absolutely essential. By surveying millions and millions of galaxies with incredible speed, these telescopes will build a 3D map of the universe like nothing we've ever seen before. By looking at how galaxies are spread out and how that's changed over billions of years, scientists can trace the entire history of cosmic expansion. They can hunt for the influence of dark energy and map out the invisible scaffolding of dark matter that holds it all together.
But the search isn't just happening on the grandest scales. Roman is also equipped with a special tool called a Coronagraph.
Think of it like this. It creates a tiny artificial eclipse right there inside the telescope. By blocking a star's blindingly bright light, it will allow us for the first time to directly take pictures of the much, much fainter planets orbiting around it.
So, here we are. We're going from peeking through a tiny keyhole to throwing the cosmic door wide open. And that leaves us with one final, profound question. When we finally open that door, with our new, expansive view of absolutely everything, what will we truly be ready to see?